Good evening. Or I guess most of you will agree with me that there's nothing good about this evening. It's over. It's finally over. I wasn't gonna make this video today, I was gonna make this video tomorrow, but a lot of thoughts are fresh in my mind and I would rather get them out right now. If you somehow happen to be living under a rock, or you were one of those sane people who just went to bed without giving a fucking hoot about the Xbox showcase or Summer Game Fest hype, to give you the brass tacks of the whole situation, the big Summer Game Fest event, the Super Bowl of gaming, it came, it left, we got depressed. That's right, no Silksong. That's right, no word from Team Cherry. That's right, community on a wildfire. First of all, it's crazy the impact this is having on the video game community. Like, people on the subreddit like to live on their own bubble, especially those people who are always like, Team Cherry doesn't owe us anything. Those people are being put to a pike right now by the community. You know, it's bad when big YouTube celebrities, absolute top tier crime de la resistance YouTubers like Moist Critical are anticipating Silksong at the big Xbox showcase event.
Silksong win? Today there might be a chance for some Silksong. I think there is a chance we might see a little Silksong. I don't know if that's just delusional hopium talking, but I really just get this tingle that tells me we might see a little Silksong today.
And like a guy on Tinder, we were left destitute and alone with no word from the other party. It's so bad, in fact, that the admins of the Hollow Knight Discord server had to shut down the Silksong discussion channel for a solid while, because people were going absolute ballistic. It's so bad that the Silksong community is now deciding to sacrifice the subreddit. They're right there on the decision, just a little nudge and it'll do it. It is so bad that Silksong is trending on Twitter right now. Absolute crazy. And you know what? This is after the damage control that was done by Jason Schreier, my man. To all the Primacon haters out there who thought that I was spitting bullshit when I said Jason Schreier is a man of his word, and he isn't like any other faceless Twitch leaker, another goober on Twitter trying to farm some clout out of Silksong. No, this guy means business. No one believed me. No one believed my leak, so much so that everyone was still expecting Silksong today when Jason Schreier did damage control and told us not to expect Silksong today. This is the disaster after that. Imagine if we got nothing, because we got damage control from Jeff Keighley before Summer Game Fest, where he put our expectations in check, and we got damage control from Jason Schreier. Something that the community really would have appreciated if we got from Team Cherry instead. I think it's safe to say that that's what most people are asking. Most sane people don't want Team Cherry to rush the game. Most sane people want them to take as long as the time they need. If they don't want to give us updates, that's completely fine too. If you want to keep it completely spoiler free, don't give us updates, don't make big blog posts. But what most people, sane people, want is for Team Cherry to set an expectation of the community when it comes to the development process. The reason I say this is because we are after a delay. Because you guys already came out and said that, oh, you plan to release the game early 2023 but development is still being continued. You guys never really came forward after that and told us what's the new dev cycle looking like. We don't know if the game needs 1 more years, 2 more years, 1 month, 1 week. We don't know what's going on. All we keep getting is cryptic statements from PR of Team Cherry like choose your champions carefully, yada yada yada. But how about instead we get an actual clear-cut answer of what Silksong development is looking like? Are we waiting till 2026? I don't care, as long as we know what's happening, right? Man, it only feels like yesterday I was on the podcast with Relia in February, like end of February, early March, and we were like, yeah, the latest possible thing is the Summer Game Fest. If we don't get anything in April or March, at the very least, we were so sure that Silksong will be out Summer Game Fest weekend in like June. That seemed so far away at that point, and we were so sure. It's all gone, reduced to actual atoms. I will say this though, the support has been incredible. Our channel went from 7,000 subscribers to pretty much 8,000 subscribers from the one live stream today. All the subscribers, I really appreciate it. Welcome to Primacon's channel. I'm usually not this depressed as I am today, but I appreciate your support. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Keep coping, keep hoping. And by God, I will give you some cope tomorrow. Fresh cope out of the pile. Here, I'll give you a little sneak peek, a little teaser of what I'm talking about. You know when Jason Schreier said that he found out something that made him change his mind about Silksong being here? Because earlier he was so sure that Silksong is almost done and might be, showcasing in this showcase. What if what he found out was the fact that there are no indie games in this showcase? That's a general and vague enough statement so that it can also protect our future predictions about Nintendo or whatever, but it also justifies why Jason Schreier was so sure that there's not gonna be Silksong. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but there were 0 indie games in that showcase, and if he heard that, because that's a valid thing to hear, right? Like, it's not like someone gave him the full list of every single game that's gonna be out there. He himself said that he thinks it's not gonna be there because of something he heard, and that's very much more definitive. I mean, if all he heard was no indie games from a very reliable inside source, that would pretty much warranty no Silksong, right? That's my theory right now. I will expand upon it later when I give you a cope video tomorrow, but for now, I thought it's pretty respectful to the community to not be super coping at the moment. I feel like as a community, collectively, we have deserved this morning session together. Believe what you want to believe, but I feel like this is a pretty big death for a big chunk of community when it comes to keeping the hype together. I'm not saying those people won't buy Silksong when it comes out, because when the game releases, everything will be fucking forgotten pretty much immediately because of how banger the game's gonna be, and everyone's gonna be pretty much playing Silksong and posting about it everywhere. So even if you're a salty person being like, I hate Team Cherry, I'm gonna not give them my business, you're gonna goddamn play the game, you know that. But a lot of people were contributing to this community in building up hype for the game, keeping it sustained and relevant throughout the years, and I feel like a big chunk of those player base are gonna go missing now, and they're gonna go completely silent, which is pretty sad. The biggest question that people have on their mind right now is why the silence? Why the refusal to acknowledge anything? And the only answer I have right now for you guys is that maybe we're jumping the shark too fast. Even after being tortured to death, I will still give Team Cherry benefit of the doubt and say that they're probably cooking something and there's a reason behind their silence. Because if there's no reason behind it, then that's kind of a scary thought. Don't get it twisted. If your question is what's Team Cherry doing, Team Cherry is developing Silksong. That's what they're doing. Development is a hard process. Takes time. They're porting the game. They're doing a lot of work. That's what Team Cherry is doing. But if your question is why is Team Cherry doing this, then that's a valid question, because I don't know why they refuse to just tell us that they won't be making an appearance at this big Super Bowl event. And to all the morons out there who like to say that, oh well, if they deny it now, then they gotta deny it every time. No, they denied it in 2021 E3. What's changed? They denied it. Team Cherry directly denied it in 2018, 2019 on their Twitter that Hollow Knight won't be making an appearance. So what's changed now? Do not compare big events like Summer Game Fest and Xbox June Showcase to smaller little things like some Xbox ID Indie Showcase or whatever. One thing is true though, one thing is 100% certain now, the ID Xbox being like more news coming soon was complete and utter bait. That's all I got for you all. I'm gonna go catch some shut-eye. I'm a bit tired from today's whole streaming stuff, but I will see you guys tomorrow with a cope video. It is the final cope video possible unless something new comes up, which is the Nintendo cope video. I even bought a clown costume to make that video because I am a fucking fool. So if you're interested in that and interested in more Primacon content that's non-Silksong related, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate all the support. Thank you so much. Sorry for being dead inside, but Primacon signing out.